The entire training hangar froze the moment the commander stepped forward and said, "Take off your uniform." His voice carried the weight of authority, but the young woman he targeted did not bend. Instead, she lifted her chin with a calm smirk that unsettled every soldier in the room. They had no idea who she really was. They were about to learn that the biggest mistake of the day had already been made. What city are you watching from today? If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe for more real stories about extraordinary people. Her name was Lena Holle, a quiet transfer soldier assigned to the base only 2 weeks prior. She blended into the crowd, trained alone, avoided unnecessary attention, and completed every task with an effortless precision that most recruits could only dream of. The men around her dismissed her quiet nature as weakness. They believed she had earned her place through connections rather than merit. Rumors spread, each one more insulting than the last. The commander, Major Russell Ward, had a reputation for breaking new soldiers to rebuild them in his own heart and mold. He believed fear created discipline and intimidation built loyalty. When he noticed how little Lena reacted to his usual routines, he decided she needed a lesson. His pride pushed him to challenge her publicly, hoping to expose what he assumed was incompetence hidden under a standard uniform. That morning, he summoned every cadet to the central hangar. The air felt heavy with anticipation as he scanned the crowd, his eyes locking onto Lena. She stood still and calm, hands behind her back, posture straight, waiting for instructions. Nothing about her suggested rebellion, yet something about her still unsettled him. She was too steady, too deliberate, too unshaken. Major Ward began his speech about discipline, hierarchy, and respect. Then, without warning, he pointed at Lena and demanded she step forward. The room buzzed with whispers as she obeyed, walking with measured confidence. Ward circled her slowly, attempting to impose dominance through presence alone. He questioned her record, her transfer orders, her training history. She answered each question with clarity and respect. Still, the doubt in him only deepened. Her composure frustrated him. He wanted her to crack. He wanted to prove she did not belong. Ward moved closer and announced that he believed she was hiding something. He accused her of falsifying her abilities. He claimed she had not earned the uniform she wore. Gasps echoed through the hangar. Soldiers exchanged looks filled with shock and anticipation. Then Ward delivered his command. "Take off your uniform." The room tensed. It was meant to shame her, to strip away what he believed was an undeserved symbol of honor. Several soldiers smirked, thinking she would finally break under pressure. Others looked away, sensing the unfairness in his demand but too afraid to speak. Lena did not flinch. She studied the man who had spent the last weeks asserting power over her. Then she gave a slow smirk, subtle but unmistakable. A look that startled even those who had mocked her moments ago. "You just did the biggest mistake of your career," she said calmly. A murmur spread across the room. Ward stiffened. No one had ever spoken to him with such certainty. He barked back, demanding an explanation, but Lena simply reached into the inner pocket of her jacket. The soldiers waited with confusion and curiosity. Ward was prepared to punish her further. Nothing about this moment made sense to them. Lena pulled out a sealed identification, case stamped with a symbol none of the cadets recognized. She opened it and handed it to Ward. His confident expression collapsed the moment his eyes hit the insignia. His breath caught as he read her full title: Captain Lena Holle, Strategic Reconnaissance Division. Classified clearance. Direct appointment under the Joint Tactical Command. She outranked him by 2 levels. The hangar fell silent. She spoke firmly, every word cutting through the tension. "You demanded I remove my uniform because you believed I did not earn it. The truth is, this uniform is the lowest rank I have held in the last 5 years. I am here undercover to evaluate leadership integrity. Every action you took has been recorded and reported." A wave of shock rippled through the cadets. Ward tried to regain composure, but his hands trembled. He attempted to justify himself, but Lena raised her palm, stopping him instantly. "Your leadership relies on fear, not respect. Your judgment relies on ego, not observation." and your command decisions risk the safety of every soldier under you. These are documented failures of leadership. The man who moments ago tried to strip her of dignity now stood powerless in front of her. She turned to the cadets, her voice strong and unwavering. A true leader protects the lowest rank with the same commitment they give the highest. A title does not make you worthy of respect. Your actions do. Her message struck deep. Many soldiers lowered their heads, ashamed of how they had treated her. Others felt a spark of inspiration blooming inside them. Ward was relieved of his duties that same afternoon. A week later, Lena addressed the cadets again, this time with transparency. She explained her mission to evaluate the base and train new leaders who understood the weight of command. She told them that strength without humility destroys teams and that confidence without character destroys trust. The recruits listened with full attention. Many later admitted that her words reshaped their entire view of leadership. In private, Lena reflected on the moment Ward had ordered her to remove her uniform. She did not feel anger toward him, only a deep understanding of how power can corrupt those who never learn to wield it responsibly. She hoped the cadets who witnessed the event would remember the lesson longer than they remembered the confrontation. A uniform is fabric. Respect is earned. Character is revealed when the pressure is highest. What did this story make you feel? Where are you watching from? Subscribe to Soul Relief Stories for more real stories that heal the heart.